Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da. White t-shirt and returns. Ba-da. That rev. Why can't I adjust my title? That's weird. It's like my restream IO just disappeared on my OBS. Hmm. There, that title's good enough. I'll be right back. Ba-da-da-da. Thank you for the follow, King Blasters. Blastier 7. Perry Monkus. How do I get those materials? Let's see. Let's give that to my F striker. Well, we don't have access to Ashran yet, so we're probably just gonna farm some library and stuff. Maybe do some weeklies. You might as well, we have like materials for it. I'm just curious, does Rogue still just cap evasion from nothing? I think they nerfed it. Wait, where is evasion? Huh? But keep passing it? Defense info, physical... Oh, here it is. Oh, but she does have a decent amount. Okay, that's sealed. How good is this palm? Not too good. Good luck. Yeah, she needs... She needs another upgrade. Another fusion, I mean. Let's go ahead and find her one. Oh, wrong place. Guess I'm also farming epic souls for the next cap. Since they made like a Neo Premium a usable contract, I think I'm gonna save all of them for the next cap. Just keep farming gold for it. Oh look, found a fusion. There we go. Could still use a necklace, that's better though. But this is fine. Key of Recollection. Could do that. Oh yeah, she still needs a pair of earrings. Yeah, I guess now she farms this stuff. Anything notable here? Meteora. Okay. My striker's mostly naked. I should definitely focus on her a bit more. In terms of fusions, I mean, she's naked. I'm also gonna farm Casino on 2 characters today. Casino Expert. Thankfully, I got the fame on those 2. I mean, Efnin, obviously, she always has the fame for it. But Muse, I sometimes have to, like, play catch up with her. Yeah, this orb is based off multi-hit and damage at the same time, for sure. I can never tell if these circular fusion stones are magic stones or sub-equips. This is female brawler. A very fun class, in my opinion. I think all the female fighters are fun, personally. Her AoE is okay. If you want real AoE, like female Nen is the class you should play. Yeah, Nen has like way better AoE. Please, game, give me earrings. Earrings? Nope, just a ring. CDR. Wait, can I second awakening off my buff? Let me see. Oops. Or maybe I can't, I just have to be fast with it. I always forget she can, like, cancel her, second awakening transformation. Another skill. Like that. It just feels a little awkward since I have emotion on my awakening. I'm used to my transformation awakenings just being like one button. It's only down forward space though that I set it to. I know it's more efficient to give your awakenings manual commands, just because it gives them more CDR, but I don't know, one button moves just feel a lot better. Are these earrings? Nope. This is a sub-equip. I'm actually gonna keep the thing I have on, because evasion plus 20 is actually pretty good. Looks like the quest of earrings continues. Here, we got 30 more fatigue. We can do this. Oh yeah, I gotta do another. Well, actually, no. I can do this raid the next day. Oh. I wonder what the exchange rate is gonna be for the hell materials in the new 115 cap dungeon. Nope, still no earrings. Unfortunate. I'm gonna use this coupon because I know for a fact I'm gonna forget to repair my crap.
안녕하세요. 세리아 키르민이라고 해요. 오셔서 기뻐요.
Get lucky. Rip. Rip and piss. Here's what I think of this mist item. How much do I need? Just one thing. One set of 50 dim floating stones. Well, where the hell did I put them? Oh, right there. Hold on. Did I really not? No, it's just hard to see. I wish they would flash green instead of just glow green. So they stick out more. Alright, let's upgrade her final piece here. There we go. Now she needs to work on her entire right side in terms of like fusions practically. Well, okay, just these 3 pieces. What? little creature egg? What's special about that one? Oh. Oh. What do these have? Trash, trash, and more trash. Ispins, Desicido, Unsater, A Kupo. Who the hell is running Ispins in 2025? Besides me. Oh. Earrings. Yeah, you gonna party for it?
오늘도 좋은 하루 되세요.
Although you might need help. Panda War is tough content. I like running Panda War like on a character I'm leveling. I think that's kind of fun to do. Just level up a character and just run Panda War when you can't one-shot it. Even though it's a complete waste of time. I think I'll go over my Reddit post after this. I posted on Reddit what people thought of 110 cap. Magic Stone. I don't care if you're red. I have no interest in you. Another arcane box. I don't even know what the hell is part of the lost treasure this week. Or this month. Wouldn't it be nice if they just showed you on this page instead of having you click on the fucking thing? Okay, what's in it? Oh, it doesn't tell you on this? Okay. So I have to go here. Rare clone out. Okay, it did tell me on that page. Please, sir, may I have some coins? Oh, wait. Oh no, I wasted missed cores. Whatever shall I do? I was surprised they still even let you choose. So easy to get enough fame for this now. That one was Yan. Yeah, I saw you pop in here. Oh, you were slick with that one. Trying to sneak in and let one rip.
물건 쏟아지지 않게 조심해.
Oh, inventory slash safe expansion. Damn. I tried. Who needs this? What random alt still needs inventory expansion? No, I don't even know why I check my grappler. She still has the bugged inventory expansion thing. Okay, not bugged. She just has extra bags for it that are permanent for some reason. Wait, no, I'm not even gonna check my ult in. That was just a meme. She's just there to look pretty in my character select screen with that rabbit outfit. Do I really give a shit about giving her one? There. Just one. Anyone else I remotely give a shit about? Maybe one day I'll give a shit about this character. She's a witch after all. Alright, let's clean her rune inventory. Talisman. Sell all the rare talismans. Yan did it twice. Fuck, no, it was Cyber. Thought Yan was trying to debate me. I was wrong. Unfortunately. Here we go. I made a thread. Overall thoughts on 110 cap, basically over. Now it's basically over. I wrote like a good and bad, basically. So good, best solo content ever. You get full rewards for it and everything. And obviously the bad is not being able to solo everything. You just can't solo raids. Gameplay wise, the content's pretty good. All of the quality of life, obviously. Tons of variety in epics when you're not a bleed meta sheep. And the bad, not being able to solo raids, that's what I just said. Reddit name exposed. Well, this is right next to my name, so. The growth system, especially as at the beginning, was atrocious. Fame gating in general was trash, especially for newbies. Everything about customs, in fact, I found fixed epics to be more interesting than damage value times 4 lines. RNG and progression in general was pretty horrible. Remember needing the same base type? Yep, that was definitely something. Overall, despite its horrible low points, I had fun. So, here's what the responses have to say. This guy said, "Oh, good content dragged down." That means you need, if you have a weapon, you need another weapon to upgrade it. You remember that? You needed to feed another weapon into it. And if you had a bracelet, you needed to feed another bracelet into it. That shit was like RNG stacked upon RNG. Rather than disassembling it for growth. This guy said, good content dragged down by a subpar rewards system and worsening gold gain. Oh yeah, you're right. That was like another thing where you got even more if you had a similar line. For what was initially stated to be an experimental cap, they really dragged their feet with responding to feedback on new systems like growth. It took almost 2 years to make significant change to growth, only to throw it all out at the end. Had they been quicker with the changes and responding to player feedback, this could have been a better received cap. Yeah, unfortunately, this happens a lot in this game. Like, it happens at the beginning, it happened at the beginning of 100 cap. The progression was trash, mythics were trash. It happened at the beginning of 95 cap. Happened at the beginning of 90 cap. Actually, no, I think 90 cap was okay. I think it was like consistent. Besides the progression to get into Luke, that was trash. 86 cap just had awful fucking set items and also had epics that were much better than Chronicles, depending on the class, of course. So it had its fair of RNG bullshit. Then they introduced the worst thing ever, which was a end game raid, I miss 70 cap DFO. Pre-Saiyan was pretty fun, all changes considered. Saiyan, on the other hand, this is an interesting post. On the other hand, has to be the worst thing to happen to DFO alongside Beast and Amp Reset. Kiri's Promise is still in the league of its own, but its own league of fuck-ups. So I didn't know he was talking about KDNF release Beast. I wasn't thinking, so I was like, I thought Beast was kind of fun. And he's reiterating that he's talking about like the release Beast. I was like, yeah, that one sucks. The beginning was nice because it had gearing where individual pieces and synergizing pieces was ideal. It was a good concept, but the growth system got boring, and then fixed pieces became irrelevant when specific setups were just too good over any other option. Then, when customs became more commonplace and easier to tune to exactly what you want, it became very boring once again. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have had customs in the first place. I thought customs were like really fucking boring. Like when it became damage value times 4 lines, I'm like, I don't even care anymore. Fuck this. What I really hated though was the massive grind for the Bacall weapon fusion, and then it becomes something you just toss away with a missed weapon. Yep. They had like a cap that replaced all your fusions. I mean, no, they didn't have a cap. They had a content update that just said fuck all your fusions. Did that C4 Dusky, um, yeah, that's basically that just became irrelevant after a few months. That thing you worked your fucking ass for, they just said fuck that thing. At least you got a little cosmetic. Records Trace's set was a final nail in the coffin because they pretty much just as good as having a tricked out custom set. Or in Wild's case, better than a custom set. Then throw out yet even more stronger fusions. And blah, I had enough of this crap. This game needs more interesting equipment plus loot, and also a way to make money to keep up with the new premium releases. Oh no. He's not gonna like 115 cap. I think DFO's biggest problem is all your damage comes from armor plus accessories and not your weapons. I don't see why that would be a problem. Weapons should be your only main source of damage, while your other gear supplements it with crit rate, speed, skill levels. I can see like armor just being more utility based. Like I can kind of see what he's talking about. You just need to remove like damage from like armor and shit, I guess. Started out strong. There's a lot of people saying it started out strong. Then it went downhill over time. What? No, it didn't. Customs may have ruined the build meta, and they decided to base difficulty around the strongest build being customs, which are excessive to get. Required way too much research outside of guides to know. I just want to say, I will admit the beginning was fun when you didn't have a fucking guide. And you just did whatever you wanted. Then, like, the meta sheep kicked in, and the fact that this is an MMORPG where you had to party play kicked in, so people just became meta sheep. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is in group-based content. Now he's talking about guides. Bit of a hot take, but I like the general direction. of the end of the cap with records and traces and Asher infusion sets. Yeah, if these were like the best fusion sets, the records and traces, then I would be okay with that. Personally, I'd prefer fixed epics, but I would prefer if they were more diverse from each other. Like, we had so much diversity in the epic sets. We had like Freeze Burn, we had Nature Guardian. I just didn't like the fact that they just power crept content. They pulled a freaking retail WoW on fusions that you worked your ass off for. Like, it's okay to power creep content, but let it last so it doesn't feel like you did it for nothing, you know? It's like C4 Dusky, you remember how fucking hard it was to get those fusions, and then literally a few months later they just said, nah, those fusions are irrelevant now. That felt terrible. I don't mind them doing that like with a new cap, because like we stay on a cap for a while, but like saying fuck you to all your fusions and that you worked your ass off in literally just a few months is kind of ugh. Early on, the advanced dungeons were super cool and varied. Unfortunately, as the cap progresses, all that mattered was White Cloud Valley, and that was the most boring advanced dungeon of all 110 cap. Even more boring than Solaris. So DCD was actually really fun content. I didn't like Noblest Code, but I think it was good for variety's sake. Like, I don't know, some people might like that shit. I didn't like it. The fact that most in-game content or recycled content exceed archives, Mu Raid, whereas past cap tend to introduce many unique settings. No, they didn't. They did the same thing. They did Sirocco hard. They did like other hard modes too. Like they did Oculus. Actually, to be fair, Oculus had like new gimmicks and shit. Oculus, when you didn't like one shot everything, was actually really fun. Just seeing the cap started off limited and what you could do as it progresses, and then it became very formulaic and even more limited in what you can do, to the point where it boils down to just run Hells, occasionally run Advance and Legions, maybe a raid or two. Also ran Mu Raid, and man, I just don't want to ever do it again. To be fair, I never ran Mu Raid. All my, like, praises for the gameplay just comes from being able to solo everything. Is there a new gold farm and a new cap? I'm sorry to tell you this, but no. According to Gelatin, there isn't. Hold on. Maybe he's just exaggerating. There's no way they wouldn't take away all gold farming, right? Game requirement actually went down this week? No, it didn't. That doesn't make sense. It's literally impossible to go down. I'd have to check a VOD. I upvoted this guy because I don't like... This is the thing I fucking hate about Reddit, is they downvote people they disagree with. Instead of downvoting, like, actual spam and shit. From the start, I never liked it because they didn't introduce new skill levels. The best part was playing Lab Meister with others doing Jeep mini games. I feel like the Jeep mini game got old, but it was actually kind of fun seeing people fucking die to it at the beginning. It was pretty hilarious. Kind of reminded me of the speedboat days. I used to farm that dungeon. Well, everyone did. Everyone that's a DFO boomer did. I'm not sure how to feel about growth since it feels low-key scam. Even though it allows players to get free damage. Still 115. 115 was decent until Bacall. Okay, he means 110. Until Bacall raid. That raid was excessively difficult, requiring too much coordination. It took too long to clear. That's fair. He didn't like Bacall raid for being too hard for him. Doesn't matter if you're a whale or have been grinding through the entire cap. You're bound to experience pain when you're trying to clear it, and there's no way to avoid it. Yeah, there is. You just clear with a guild. Didn't say on drops with the hell mode customs having completely broken the game. We all expected at least one fixed option for casual play, but no. They go full customs or GTFO. That's not true. The new fixed customs are actually pretty good. They're almost on par with customs. They're like barely even behind. So many players lost interest. Most people are now left after enjoying the Dusky C4 dungeon. I'll read that in a second. View raid experience is dead or on arrival, filled with bugs. Finally, forest imprint is just icing on the garbage. I can't tell if I enjoyed it. It feels like I've worked harder on the cap than ever before. However, I really like the massive speed boost from the whale set and Rolex custom. Well, rest in peace, that speed boost, I guess. Dress up fighter, greatest thing to happen to this cap is functional Sarah avatar shop. Okay. Yeah, that was that thread. So I'd say, I mean, with the amount of people playing this game, I'd say it's a bit more positively received than negatively received, but still, there's some really bad negatives that everyone agrees on. Oh no, is this shit bugged? Okay, no, it's not. Okay. Yeah, that is true. But there's still like plenty of people that raid and stuff. If I recall correctly, and it's probably like dying down since more and more people got their stuff. Instead of fame, you had to use entry ticket for expert. All gold gains are severely nerfed. Hmm. Probably just waiting for the next cap then. Like that happens with like most caps though. Like towards the end of it, a lot of people just quit. Because they have all their gear farmed. You guys ready for some exciting content? Wait, where'd you get that number from? What, did you like pull up a VOD or something? KOF arcade run time? Nope, it's casino time. Wait, what? How the fuck did it drop? 63 to 43. What? So you can manipulate it. Hold up. Hold up. We need to bring some team players into the game. Alright, everyone, create new characters every week. Trust me, it'll work. Am I on expert? Yeah, I am. I just got a shitty gold flip. Well, okay, it's 20k, which is... That's the average. It was like 19.8k, so... How much was that? Oh no, did they nerf the gold with fame? It's like, nah, they would never do such a thing. Imagine if the gold scaled with fame. The rich would just get even richer. The call raid free. Is there anything I can get out of the call raid? Besides a headache because of lag. Oops. Run with your weapons on. Do I have enough fame to enter without a weapon? No, I don't. Maybe if I replaced my title, I would. Damn, people were so desperate on Casino that they run without their weapon. Oh, that one was juicy gold flip. Guy was in a Reddit comment was complaining about gold farming. I guess he's just talking about the fame gating on the gold farming, which is true. It's kind of trash. But this dungeon in general is actually very insane for gold farming. Like, if I had a bunch of characters that could run this, just think of the gold per 10 minutes I could get. Like, we're talking clear speed, gold drops and everything. Yeah, well, welcome to every gold farm dungeon. Think this is bad. Wait until I show you some old Grandine gold farming videos. Normal casino without Neo Plus is just trash. Casino in general without Neo Plus is just trash. Oh, let me guess. Grandine PogChamp. I think Bloody Lane is my favorite. And when you could run this is... Actually, no, this is my favorite, to be honest. Because this one's the quickest one to burn your fatigue bar with. Worst of them all. It probably was. I think Speedboats is more fun than Grandine, honestly. I just like this one because it's just fast. Oh, that's right, I remember that. I remember there was this private server that was really shitty and like they would add things to the game. And you did Grandine there and it gave you like fucking 500k gold basically per run. The best thing about that private server was like all the epics were tradable. It was pretty fun, but then they shut it down. Now this newer private server, it's like 70 cap plus. This one's way better. Of course, I never got too into it because you know it's old DFO. As much as I like old DFO, I've already played it. And it's just, everything just feels like a big downgrade. But it's still fun in its own right. Even if it is Dungeon Fighter Beta. I feel like it was basically just a wake-up call for me to play that private server. Wonder if it's still around. It is. Maybe I should play it again one day. I just hate how everything is in Korean. It's like I have a quest and I have no fucking clue what to do in that quest. Just learn Korean? True. I mean, it is fun playing old DFO again, which is why they should just... Neopol themselves should just release a DFO classic. Ow, they'll split the community. Shut the fuck up. That's never been true. You know what happens to Classic WoW? It runs out of content and people just play retail. Yeah, there's no community display. You can't divide 0, you know? I am. I'm for no changes because I want the people that are so nostalgic and say old DFO is better to suffer. Because even those private servers, they have changes. No, I have not. I've heard nothing but good things about that game. By burning fatigue, 1 to 100 skill levels plus 1. Oh shit, I'm stronger. Now I can go from one-shotting things to one-shotting things. Let me guess, the burning fatigue doesn't, apply to raids. That would be kind of annoying. Hey guys, everyone burn all your fatigue before you join this raid. Not a bad amount of gold I got. Dun, 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Oh, I get another +1 to my levels. That one was Yan. Yep. Dun, 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 dun. Cyber never farts twice. Fatigue.
오늘도 좋은 하루 되세요.
we at 3 mil now? Give me 1 second. Alright, 2 more runs. There we go. It's another boss rush.
Bro, this anime is insanely racist. It's a story
The most racist anime I've ever seen.
about a black man that just moved to Japan. And if you know anything about Japan, they're extremely racist, bro. The anime is called Gorilla
Bro.
Man, and you will see very soon why it's called that. Oh yeah, and I know the title says the extremely racist, bro. The anime is called Gorilla Man, and you will see
Oh,
very soon why it's
God.
called that. Oh yeah, and I know the title says the most racist anime I've ever seen, but I found something way more racist that I will be showing at the end of this video. So make sure to stay tuned until the end. It starts out showing off my boy Ikuto walking to his first day at school in Japan. And there's a couple things that you should know
This
about my
video
boy Ikuto
breaks the
before we start.
rules.
First of all,
10
he's a very
minutes,
nice guy
not
with good
5.
morals, but there's something
Whatever.
major about him that's a blessing and a curse. My boy doesn't speak. In fact, he never speaks, not even once in this entire anime, because this mother glubber is mute. When my boy's on his way to school, he walks into some people doing construction, which is when one of the workers' clumsy asses drops a bucket on my boy's head, knocking his ass out instantly. And my boy has no reaction on his face when he gets knocked out. While he's knocked unconscious, he has this fever dream that tells him to subscribe to Snooze. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I made that up, but you should still subscribe. Then the workers go to check on him, and my boy gets back up and seems like he's okay, but in reality he's just trying to act tough and falls back over. When my boy gets to school, the principal tells him if he gets in trouble once, his ass is getting expelled. And I'm not sure if that goes for every student or they're just racist.
That dude's
But
a
we'll find out soon
student?
enough. Oh yeah, and the principal also tells him to stay away from this guy named Fujimoto. Then the gym coach gets hella glubbing mad cause my boy will not respond to the principal, and he calls my boy Ikuto a brat. Then it cuts to my boy being introduced by the teacher in class, and when the teacher tells my boy to take a seat, Fujimoto trips his ass and everyone's in shock. They think my boy's about to throw hands, but you know Ikuto, he's a good guy, so he just goes and takes his seat. And bruh, my boy got a bloody ass nose. When class is over, my boy Ikuto walks to the bathroom, and for some reason Fujimoto and his goons are in there, and they don't know who it is yet, but they run the school, so they're like, you have some nerve ignoring us, show yourself. Like, bro, just let my boy take a piss. But he opens the door, and the first thing the delinquent says is gorilla.
What?
Then Fujimoto says he will call him Gorilla Man from now on. Bro, what is this anime? And the other goon is like, nice naming. Wait, stop what you're doing right now and go join my Discord and then link in the description. Also follow my Twitch. After the bathroom break, it shows Fujimoto doing some training because he's about to fight the rival school's leader. And as he's going to the school, they see my boy minding his own business and they're like, you should tag along because they say my boy looks intimidating. So when they show up to the other school, it's a huge group of people ready to all brawl. And Fujimoto tells my boy to go home. So they start fighting, and as my boy Ikuto is walking away, 6 of the goons from the other school try to fight him, but he one taps all of their asses with 0 scratches on him, showing he's really the nonchalant king. Then after all of his classmates beat up their goons,
How old is
they
this
all meet
guy?
up, and you can tell Fujimoto is now fucking with my boy Ikuto. After this, it just cuts to the next day, and it shows the delinquents and Ikuto all fishing in the school pond, and the koi are very expensive in that pond, by the way. So when Ikuto catches one, they're like, let's go Gorilla Man, you caught one. And right when they say that, the head leader of the school shows up and says that's the carp that he personally raised. So he flips Fujimoto and says he vowed to never use that judo flipping technique ever again, but he did it because he was so mad. They all run away except for my boy Ikuto, and he tries to flip my boy Ikuto, but he lands on his feet like a cat, and the teacher is in shock that he can evade his attack like that. Then it cuts to lunchtime, and this girl's about to get hit by a bike because she was jaywalking like a regard, but my boy Ikuto saves her, and the biker gets mad for a second, but
What?
then he's just jaywalking like a regard.
How did he
But
save
my boy
her? What?
Ikuto saves her, And the biker gets mad for a second, but then he gets scared off
Just
because he's
drop
scared
kicks
of my
it.
boy's skin color. After lunch, they're in the gym, and the gym teacher is like, is that equal to the class delinquent? Like, bro, the teacher is singling his ass out for some reason. And the teacher tries to get his ass not paired up with a team, so my boy Ikuto would have to do double of the work. But luckily, Fujimoto glubs with my boy and picks him, which makes the gym teacher mad. Then it cuts to the girl that he saved, and she's like, bro, who's that guy with the weird face? What do you mean weird face, bro? All because he's not Japanese? Damn! And her friends explain that it's a new student named Gorilla Man. Then the gym teacher goes to the principal after class, and the principal is like, how's it going with Ikuto? And the gym teacher says that there's no complaints about him yet. Wait, so this show's racist and inconsistent? And bro, why is the racist ass principal looking for reasons to kick my boy out of the school? Just let my boy live. Damn! Then the principal gets mad at the gym teacher for not being strict enough on all the delinquents. So when it's time to clean up, the gym teacher decides to single out Ikuto and make him do all of the cleaning. I'm not gonna lie, this show's a little too racist. So my boy Ikuto's like, glub this schmidt, and he just hits the head off the statue with his bare hands. When he stops cleaning, he starts talking to the gym teacher and is about to knock his ass out. But the delinquents see that their friend is about to get expelled if he hits the teacher, so they try to throw a rock at him to calm his ass down. But it hits the teacher in the forehead and makes his ass bleed. So they all just run away. And it cuts to the next morning, and the girl he saved the other day is on his dick. She says thank you for saving me. Then she sees that his hand is all bandaged from punching the statue, and she asks what happened to his hand. And his nonchalant ass just says nothing and walks away. Then it cuts to all the teachers in the school bathroom, wondering who destroyed the statue. And the teacher explains that there was only one student that was cleaning the bathroom, which was Ikuto. And the teacher that flipped him earlier remembers how strong he was and says it has to be him. When they look for Ikuto, he sees Fujimoto and his goons. So he's like, yo, where's Ikuto? And the goons start showing him to where Ikuto is, but in reality, they're just trapping his ass so Fujimoto can fight him. Then the teacher just starts obliterating them in 2 seconds. Then it cuts to Ikuto, and he's just chilling on a bench somewhere, which is when the girl that likes him shows up and starts complimenting him. And they're like, damn, bro, he doesn't have any facial reaction at all. Then my man just walks away again all nonchalant. But it shows why, and it's because he came back to give them drinks. But when he gets back to the bench, they're all gone. It then cuts back to Fujimoto in his fight with the teacher, and they both are beating the glub out of each other. But then Fujimoto and the teacher start complimenting each other after the fight, and they're both just glazing each other, bro. They're like, you're so strong, and Schmidt like that. Then it cuts back to Ikuto, and he sees the girl again. And my man's being all nonchalant until he sees her skirt blow up from the wind. And my man gets a little flustered. Then the witch just runs away out of embarrassment. Then it cuts to Fujimoto, and my boy gets kidnapped by the upperclassmen goons, all because their boss wants to assert dominance on his ass. When they bring him to the classroom, my boy Fujimoto gets glubbed up by this guy. Then his goons come up to Ikuto to tell him that Fujimoto's in trouble, so Ikuto just does some parkour down the building like Superman or some shit. Then it cuts back to Fujimoto, and he spits some water in the upperclassman's face and starts beating the schmidt out of him. Fujimoto kicks him in the back of his head, and he fucking dies. Nah, I'm just joking, he's all good, but he's just very hurt. When Fujimoto gets out of the class, he asks all of his goons for something to wipe his bloody nose with, but Ikuto is the only one that has something, and he says, Gorilla Man, you're my only friend. But in Ikuto's mind, he's actually very depressed because things are very awkward between him and the girl that he likes. The next and final episode of the series starts, and my boy is already walking into some bullshit. These girls say he looks like a gorilla, then these random
his face got worse.
My boy
what the
is
fuck?
mugging them. So they try to fight him, but Ikuto one-taps both of their asses and goes on with his day. And you know, Ikuto's chill, bruh. He starts playing some crane machines like a little kid. Which is when the girl that he likes comes up, and he gives her the gorilla that he just won, which makes her laugh. Then Ikuto's delinquent friends come by, and they get hella jealous that my man is taking all the bitches from them. Later on, the people that Ikuto one-tapped earlier start talking to their rinky-dink ass leader with yellow spiky hair, and they're like, Gorilla Man glubbed us up, bruh. And they all start planning on how to get their school back. This is one of 1 million high school anime. From the rival school catches my boy Ikuto lacking at the train station, but luckily Fujimoto sees this and obliterates all of their NPC asses. But some try to escape, so Fujimoto follows them, but then gets distracted, which is when the leader drop kicks his ass in the back of his head, trying to give my boy brain damage or some schmidt, which ultimately left my boy Fujimoto unconscious and rushed to the hospital. But some girls from their school see what happened, and they get mad at my boy Ikuto, and they're like, what the glub? Why didn't you help your friend out? Then when they get to the hospital, all of Fujimoto's friends come up, and the girl snitches on his ass, which makes all of his friends mad at him and ask if it's true. And you know, they're not believing my boy because he can't explain himself because his ass is mute. And the next day at school, everyone is gossiping about the rumor and saying my boy Ikuto didn't do anything to help Fujimoto. And it even shows my boy on the top of the roof thinking about what happened. And the girl that he likes sees this and can tell that he's depressed somehow. So she just pulls up to him sitting in the rain, and she's like, what's wrong? And bro, I'm not gonna lie, why does she expect my boy to speak, bro? He hasn't talked a single time. So you know, she wants to help him out, but he can't respond. So she takes him on a walk to visit Fujimoto. And in the middle of the walk, my boy stops for a second because he sees a dog. And it explains that the reason that he stopped is because that my boy is scared of dogs. Back at the rival school, someone tried to fight the NPC guy with spiky hair. It was a close fight, but the guy with yellow hair ultimately wins, remaining the leader of the school. Back to Ikuto, his crush goes inside to ask Fujimoto if what everyone's saying is true, but the show doesn't tell us what happens just yet, and it shows Ikuto is sitting outside in the rain because he's too embarrassed to go inside, which is when some of the delinquents from the rival school are taking a walk and see Ikuto in the rain. You know, they try to mess with my boy, so he just one taps all of them real quick. Then it finally cuts back to Fujimoto, and he's like, bruh, Gorilla Man would never do that. And he's like, you like Gorilla Man, don't you? Which gets her all flustered, and she denies that Schmidt. But we all know she wants my boy. Then it cuts to the next day, and everyone is talking Schmidt about Ikuto. But Fujimoto shows up, showing he's all good now, and he clears my man's name and says that he did nothing wrong. And everyone's in shock for a second, but they finally understand that it was all just false rumor. And when my boy Ikuto shows up, they all get on their knees, pause, and say, Gorilla Man, forgive us, please, we were wrong. Then it cuts to the yellow-haired NPC walking, and he sees one of his underlings is all beat up, looking like that baby from Ice Age. And he just starts laughing and asks what happened, which is when he says it was Gorilla Man that did this to me. He was insanely strong and beat all of us under 20 seconds. And that just leaves the blonde-haired NPC guy in shock and scared of my boy Ikuto. And you know, the blonde-haired guy keeps walking, and eventually Ikuto sees him, which makes the guy with yellow hair start running for his life. But Ikuto is ready for revenge, so he just starts chasing after him. But he gets on the train before Ikuto, but luckily there's a taxi driver there that said he saw everything and offers my boy a ride. Ikuto gets in and he speeds their asses to the next train station so Ikuto can get on the train. When he gets on, they see each other, which makes the guy with blonde hair start running away and makes Ikuto chase after him. After a bit of hurting my boy's hands on the door, he decides to fucking jump out of the window. But you know, he lands into the water, and he thinks he lost my boy Ikuto, but little does he know he takes the very same taxi to him to the water. And when he finally realizes my boy Ikuto is behind him, he fucking one taps him like One Punch Man, getting his revenge for my boy Fujimoto. And as promised, the most racist anime of all time in my opinion is Chocolate Picture Panic Show. It's an animated musical about three black characters that are high on drugs navigating through a psychedelic world.
What
and bro,
the
I'm not
fuck
gonna lie,
are these
it's insanely
character
racist,
designs?
but it has no story, so it's impossible to make a full-length video on it.
This anime ain't that racist. Obama, if he was in Japan. Well, okay, this anime looks racist. This one right here, yeah. I'm talking about this one, though. This one... Come on now. Come on now, no wonder this guy has some dislikes. The anime introduced Obama before the American politics could introduce him. Crazy. Black man looks like Obama, bruh. Oh, that's racist. Anyways. We have another character to do casino on. Last character. Yeah, this character is just consistently faster than my FNN. I mean, it makes sense. He literally has a buff that kills an entire screen of enemies. And buffs her speed. So wait, is Casino even in 115 cap? Maybe it is, it's just extremely nerfed. It's just a dungeon that exists. Got a new record. I probably don't even need to buff. Been buffing for no reason. .6 seconds. Wow, she sucked the gold up, but she did not take the gold. Classic. What the hell am I doing? I should have just got to lightning bow. I don't know what I was thinking with this earth bow, like I'm gonna party play anytime soon in this character. And my rotation is all fucked up. Oh, come on. I should do moves by the door because it gives me time to react and run to things quicker. $10.08. Can I get a sub 10? Well, it depends on how much gold drops, I guess. Yep, there we go. Biggest loser reward. Because that just means nothing dropped. I'll screenshot that for now. Add it on my screenshot Discord. Didn't expect to get a sub 10. I wonder what the record is here. It should be like 8 seconds. I missed the days when people speed ran DFO content. Remember those Slayer power station runs people would upload to YouTube? Good times. "2025 people are still able to boom the call." Yeah, it's called lag. Uh-oh. Thankfully I have a disassembler on this character. Yeah, I should probably sell some things, huh? Even though it's technically better for me to convert to potions. You get passive gold over time. The gold gain is so fucking slow when it comes to that I just don't want to do it every time. Probably could just do like a certain amount every week. Oops.
저는 항상 기다리고 있어요. 상공인 협의회 엘리브를 찾아주세요.
I wanted to see how much clear cubes I got. Oops. Maybe I can make this faster. I'd boom Bacall if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. Excuse me? What face? Close. Very, very close. I almost beat my old record. Yeah, I'm surprised I got it as low as that. Like, I didn't ever expect to do like a sub 10. Fast AF. There we go. And obviously I have no one else near that fame, so... We need all the female fighters to not grow. So we can lower the expert fame even more. That's so stupid how the coins don't drop from casino. Like, why? Why, Neopol? You know what, Neopol? Just delete gold from the game. Just put chaos orbs in the game. Make it like Path of Exile.
상공인 협의회 엘리브를 찾아주세요.
They really just said fuck customs on the screen. I mean, who cares? They're gonna get replaced in 2 months. Just get this fixed set.
상공인 협의회 엘리브를 찾아주세요.
Oh no, I need to farm something that's barely stronger.
베니부, 물건 쏟아지지 않게 조심해.
Now what? Who do I send the raid to? The whopping 2 viewer raid. No one's streaming DFO right now. Game is dead. People farmed all their gear. Are these Korean guys or Japanese guys? I can't tell the character difference. Let's see if one of them speaks English.
一応イベント対象だからやらなあかんねんな。同じく。
Oh, he has text to speech. Watch this. It's like, nah, I would never do that. No, I'm not gonna spam that word in this chat. Female mage player? Oh, is this PvP and she's playing a summoner? Wait, no, it's not summoners, it's enchantress. I was about to say, I was about to blacklist her just for that.
딱 걸렸죠? 아이씨. 이걸 실수했네.
See, at least they could PvP there.
고양이 빨리 비켜.
Does she speak English? Remember when people PvP'd in Dungeon Fighter
고양이,
Online?
공댕이 치워.
Enchantress got any dirt? Probably does. Oh, that's cheap. That's cheap as fuck.
어떡하라고 고양이. 응? 왜? 일로 와. 그러면. 알았어. 일로 와. 고양이. 일로 와. 왜? 언니 앞에 막고 있어. 어떡하라고. 일로 와 빨리. 어떡하라고. 일로
Where's the
오세요.
PvP rewards at? You could be a hater of PvP, but they should at least reward you for, like, you know, ranking up and shit and give you PvP materials to help your character grow more. Oh, but I hate PvP. Okay, then don't PvP, dumbass. No one's forcing you to fucking PvP for materials. Shut the fuck up.
Like games, there are always girls that play them, but your core audience is like young males. And so if you make a character that's not appealing to young males, you have to ask yourself the question, why are we making this decision? Who are we making this decision for?
Is this about Eastern devs and Western devs? Western devs making ugly ass characters intentionally?
Long in the underground, but we're out. We're out.
Alright, I'll catch you guys later. I'm probably not gonna raid anyone since no one's playing Dofo.